Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Islamic Calling podcast. The whole reason I'm making this video is because I want to react to a video that I saw on YouTube. This video is by a Muslim brother. His name is Kawi Khan, and basically he is a Afghani YouTuber. He used to make a lot of really interesting vlogs about Afghanistan. So in case you guys don't know, recently Afghanistan has been put on sanction by the US government and other kind of like European countries, I believe. So basically they seized all their money. They're not going to do any kind of business deals with them. Before I get to anything, let me just react to what brother Kawi Khan said, and then we'll get from there.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As you can see, today it is not a vlog. I am in home and just wanted to share you an important message of my life with my YouTube family members. I am sure you all aware of the crisis in Afghanistan, so I am also one of the victims of this situation. It has affected my life also, so that's why I want to stop making videos on YouTube, because I don't have the source of income to meet my family needs. As you can see, my channel is new and I just monetized it recently, and also my earning is less on YouTube. At the same time, the earnings I have with YouTube, I can't get it in Afghanistan because YouTube has to follow the sanction rules to Afghanistan. Before stopping the videos, I thought I would like to share my story with my YouTube family members and will request them if they can support my channel financially on a monthly basis so that I can continue making vlogs. It is usual in YouTube, mostly vloggers are supporting from their viewers or subscribers all over the world. So I am kindly request you to support my channel financially on a monthly basis, so it will keep me working. I will put a link up a temporary PayPal account at the description of this video, so you can support from there. So you can donate as much as you can, no matter how many. Your support can keep me working. Thanks in advance who are supporting, and have a good time. Bye.
So that was the video. Now I want you to imagine a scenario. Imagine you live in a country, and in that country you have only one shopping mall where you can buy food from, right? And you go to the shopping mall because this is the only place where you can find food. And one day you go there and you ask the people to give you, you say that I want to pay you guys, to buy food from here. And they tell you that, oh, that's fine. We like you as a customer, but unfortunately, one of your family members has been very rude to our employees, and because of that, we're not going to sell anything to you. Okay. Now, obviously, when you hear that, you're going to be surprised. What? You can't just punish me for what my family members did. Then they say, yeah, but we really don't like your family members. This is basically what the liberals are doing. The liberals are like that store owners, or like the department store owners who have all the food in the world, but they won't share it with you because some of your family members have done something wrong. You tell me, does this seem fair? No, it's not fair. But these liberals, they don't care, because they want you to convert to their religion, their liberal religion. And this is why I say that liberalism is a fascist ideology, because these liberals, as long as you convert to their religion, they're going to be all very nice to you. But you also have to take in all the other abuse with it as well. But if you don't convert to their religion, then they're going to starve you to death. And that's basically what they're doing. They're literally starving the people of Afghanistan. because that's what sanctions mean. There's no other way to put it. Look, here's the thing. We live in a world where it is almost impossible to not do business dealings with these Western countries. It's almost impossible. Let me show you guys something. This is a map of the entire world's wealth distribution. And as you can see here, United States own almost 30% of the entire world's wealth. 30%. Then you have China at 17%, and then rest of Europe. Now if you go to this wiki page here, you can see that North America owns nearly 32% of the entire world's wealth. 32%. And Europe owns nearly 24%. And together it makes nearly 56% of the entire world's wealth. So it is literally impossible, almost near impossible, for a small country, small poor country or developing country like Afghanistan to not do business with either America or with Europe. As a matter of fact, this goes for any country in Asia. It's just not possible. And the Americans know this full well. They know this full well. The American liberals, they know this full well. These liberals, they know this full well. And yet they knowingly will make the people of Afghanistan starve instead of give them food and, just leave them be. These liberals would literally put sanctions on smaller countries like Afghanistan if they don't listen to what they have to say. This is fascism. This is colonialism. This is liberal colonialism in the flesh. This is the same thing that white piece of shit Churchill did in my country. And this is why this is so triggering for me, because in case you guys don't know, in the Bengal region there was a famine that happened. It was one of the worst famines the world have ever seen. A lot of people died. Almost millions and millions of Bengalis died. Both Muslims and Hindus, by the way. And it was so bad. I mean, you can actually Google this and see all the horrifying images of it. There were bodies littered all throughout the street. People just dying of starvation. There was smell, disgusting smell in the air. There's a very famous artist in my country called Joinal Abedin, I believe his name is. And he actually drew very horrifying pictures of this situation where you would have dead bodies of mothers dying beside their son of starvation, and they'll have almost their bones coming out of their body, and while they're still alive. Now obviously I'm not saying that's what, hopefully I hope that doesn't happen to Afghanistan, but putting sanctions on a country, that's the implication. What else is there? Churchill did this on purpose. There's actually a very good video by a YouTuber named Badam Prada. Although he's a communist, I don't necessarily agree with all his views, but he does have some interesting point where he showed that the British government did this on purpose. They actually did this on purpose because they needed food for their army and whatnot. So they didn't let any kind of shipment come into this region, even though they knew that people were dying. It was so horrifying that at one point, one of the British lord who came here, when he saw what was happening, he was so horrified. He immediately asked for relief, asked for food, because people here were just dying. And that's basically what the liberals want. That's what they want in Afghanistan. Because there's no other way to put it. I mean, what do they think? I mean, and I find it ironic because these are the same liberals who will wonder, oh, why don't these Muslims, they just, accept liberalism or feminism, right? Why don't they just accept it? Well, this is why. This is why. Because you guys are a bunch of fascists. You guys are bigots, right? Like, they're doing this false dilemma fallacy, right? You either convert to our religion, which is liberalism, or you starve to death. Like these are the only two options. But in reality, if you're a smart person, you know these are not the only two options. Both of these options are false. They're not options. How about this? Because there is a third option. That third option is you don't kill us by bombing us and invading our countries, and you don't starve us to death. You have good relations with us, and then you can preach whatever kind of liberal nonsense you want. Show us how awesome you are. Then we can have a debate and discussion. But you're not even giving us any option of that. No, you'd rather watch us starve to death, rather have our own way of life, which is Islam or Sharia.
Now let's see what Islam teaches. Islam teaches us the opposite. Unlike liberalism, Islam teaches us that we should feed the hungry and the poor. That it shouldn't matter who they are, they all deserve food and mercy and a way to make a living. In the Quran Allah says, and they give food in spite of love for it to the needy, the orphan, and the captive, saying, we feed you only for the face, that is, approval, of Allah. We wish not from you reward or gratitude. Quran chapter 76 verse 8-9. Also there is a Sahih hadith which says the Prophet said, feed the hungry, visit the sick, and set free the captives. You can read about this in Sahih al-Bukhari 5649. Now you decide for yourself which is better, liberalism or religion/philosophy which teaches that it's okay to starve people for its own interest, or Islam which teaches that you should feed the hungry and show kindness. You decide for yourself.
Now the thing is that a lot of people talk about what's happening in the Middle East, you know, with all the like drone strikes and bombing and extrajudicial killings. And these are all bad. Don't get me wrong, these are bad. But this is worse. This is worse. This is worse because this is the same thing that the British did in Bengal region. And this is why I hate this ideology more than anything. I guess I hate communism more. But I hate this as well. Because like this is the same thing what the British did. They're doing the same thing. And people get triggered, or Americans get triggered when I tell them that, you know, America is a colonial liberal empire. America is an empire. It's a liberal colonial empire. They've colonized a lot of different areas of the world. This is colonialism. Like there's no other way to put it. And this is why Muslims should not support or promote liberalism in any way, shape or form. That's the video I wanted to make because I was just kind of angry about this and I couldn't rant. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like the video. Like, share, subscribe, and if you guys can, go and support brother Kawi. He makes excellent content on YouTube. If you can, go and support him or make dua for him. And also, if you like my content, then feel free to like, share, and subscribe, or you know, support me on YouTube as a member. Or, you know, if you want, you can also support me on Patreon. That would really help me a lot. So yeah, with this I want to end this video. Thank you guys for watching. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.